Hi guys, this is Virag from Bionic Buzz, and tonight we are on the KODAK Film Awards in Hollywood. Tonight we are gonna celebrate those filmmakers who are actually work still with films. I'm Hungarian. I feel very special to be here tonight because we also celebrate Marcell Rev. So please stay with us, stay tuned. And this is Bionic Buzz from Hollywood. So please tell us that how is it to be here tonight on the KODAK Award ceremony?
I'm very happy to be here tonight. You know, the last two things that I worked on shot on film. So we did Fallout in New York with Jonah Nolan, and we shot on film. And then I worked for a short time on Bob Odenkirk's new series, Lucky Hank, coming out. And I'd forgotten how much I enjoyed the rhythm of working with film, because you have to change the mags, and there's a whole routine and a ritual that I guess I could say I grew up on, because I started in Dune in 1983, so it was a return to that kind of rhythm working, which I really enjoyed.
So you are here in the business for a long, long time. What do you think, how did it change? Because tonight is about to shoot on film and not on digital, so what did you see? What is your experience?
I mean, I think that the nice thing is there's as many different ways to express the vision for a director and a cinematographer. And so you have all these choices, and it really comes down to what you want it to look like and then how much money you want to spend.
So you already mentioned some upcoming projects, but what else are you planning?
So those things are going to be coming out probably towards the end of this year. Lucky Hank, I think, opens here in a couple of weeks. And I think I'm going to go, next thing I do is go do the voice of the dad in Inside Out 2. I was the voice of the father in the first one, so I'm going to repeat that probably this week. I think I'm doing that voiceover, so looking forward to that. It's Pixar and such nice people.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you. So it's very nice to meet you. I'm Virag from Bionic Buzz, and tonight we are here on a very special event because it's about the shooting on film. So you are coming from an era when it was very natural to shoot on film. What do you think about that it's changed for digital?
I don't like digital, to tell you the truth, because it doesn't capture the soul of the people and the environment, to me, in my opinion. I don't care how many filters they put on it. There's something about film that touches me. Michael Morris is going to be honored tonight for his film, the only film this year up for Oscars that was shot on film. It's an actual film, 35 millimeter, and you can feel the difference.
So as an actress,
Camera here?
yes, you are on this. So as an actress, do you like the result of the film much better than the digital? So as an actress, you like better the result of the film as the digital?
Well, yeah, film softens. Film looks at a person as a human being would look, as we would look at each other. Digital, especially early digital, would show like every little pockmark on a 20-year-old, you know, and we don't see like that in real life. Film softens, you know, and digital is like, you know, you can watch football on digital, that's fine, you know, or basketball games, but not emotional or comedic moments that are distracting because you see too much. You know what I mean? We want to make good pictures, not ugly pictures.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. You got just awarded. So what does it mean for you to be part of the American community of the, you know, this part of the industry?
I mean, it's to be honest, coming from Hungary, it's pretty hard to believe. It felt so distant from like being a Hungarian, growing up in Middle Europe. This whole industry is so far away from there. I don't know. I never ever dreamt about it to ever work and live here. it's really amazing, and I don't know, I just try to keep up with life and keep up with the opportunities I get.
How can you use your Hungarian experience in Hollywood?
I don't know if it's the Hungarian experience or is it like the Eastern European experience to like try to make things work on a bigger scale from smaller amount of resources. That's something you can really use, and also I think it's just a sensibility that like I think some of like the DPs from the Eastern Bloc share a little bit. It's a visual sensibility, I guess, I hope.
You know, it's so interesting that I see so many Hungarian artists to work in Hollywood, not actually as like actors, more about who are working behind the scenes, like you. So what do you think? What is the secret of that it's happening?
We don't have the language barrier. It's a visual. It's a visual language, so that helps. And I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I think here in the States, and especially in this profession, people are looking for something that's like unusual or just not the ordinary. And maybe coming from far away is helpful.
So this event is basically about that to shoot on films and not in a digital form. What is your opinion about what is the difference?
Film's just better.
Why?
It's richer. It looks better. It has some organic feel to it. That digital just does not have. You just have the chemical material behind it.
They say that you have a very special visual language, so that's why you got awarded tonight for the Euphoria. So, what do you think? When is it started? Do you remember the first movie when, or you are finding out new languages for each series or movies or something?
I think more of the second. So it's I think like everything I do should have. I mean, my approach is like to start from the scratch every time I'm doing something else. It should be something different, and I try to figure out the visual language of every project from scratch when I start working on it.
I know you're busy with the third season of the Euphoria, but do you already have some other project? What's scheduled?
Yes, last year I did a pilot for a TV series, and I shot a movie, and I shot a part of another series. So there's a lot of things coming.
So nice to meet you. I am Virag from Bionic Buzz tonight, and you are one of the biggest honorees tonight, and you will receive a big award. What does it mean for you?
Well, to get an award from KODAK, which is a company that I've known and loved my entire life, and who I've been lucky enough to work with and partner with on so many projects. It's an incredible honor, and I'm thrilled to be here in support of them.
So the technology changed so much, and we had a conversation about this with my husband today. So why is it important for you to work on film still and not on digital?
I love all the different available technologies. It's not like, there aren't advantages to everything. But film, as an analog medium, the quality of film, to me, it is sort of undeniably the highest quality, the sort of truth, the sort of most true image. And because so much is done digitally, being able to rely on that analog standard, it gives you something to sort of, it sets the bar, and it lets everything else has to sort of adhere to and rise to that level. So for me, film is unmatched, but I don't want to disparage other technologies because there are advantages to those as well.
I heard an opinion about it tonight, actually, that digital is good for sports and news. And so, do you think that the film art, because it's art, is it needs more like film than digital? So that it's like. So the opinion was that okay, film is for art. I mean the film, and the digital is for sports and news. Do you think that is a difference? So could you make art in digital more, or so? What is your
I mean, we've all seen beautiful digital, and we've all seen awful film, and vice versa. I don't think that it's really about one being for one thing and one being for something else. There's amazing art that's being done digitally, which I I love and celebrate, and participating in. Or trying to. I'm a fan, but if I had to choose, I would choose film.
And what do you think from the side of the audience? So our side, what is better? So I mean, okay, it's difficult to answer, but so as an audience, can we see the difference in an artistic way?
I think sometimes you can see the difference. I think other times you can't. Who and what is being shot, and who is shooting it is fundamental. So it's not just film or digital. It's the entire process of how it's being shot, what's being shot, who's doing it. So again, I don't think it has to be about one or the other.
And I know that you are also a composer. So how can you connect all the filmmaking job with the composer job?
Well, the music that I do is more of a hobby than anything, but I do love it, and I spend enough time doing it that they say you are what you attend to, and I do seem to attend to that a lot. So I do love it, and would hope to do more of that in the future.
And what is your upcoming project? What are you working on currently?
What I can talk about is a show called Duster for HBO Max that LaToya Morgan and I created, and it starts shooting the end of next month.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations for the work. Hi, nice to meet you. I am Virag from Bionic Buzz, and we are here tonight in a very special event because it's they're giving the awards for filmmakers who are usually in the backstage. You are director of To Lesile. Please share some thoughts about it. What do you think about this award, this particular award?
This award it's hard to put it into words what it means to me. KODAK is not only just a legend among filmmakers, it's a legend in my mind, in my family, and in so many other families. It's synonymous to me with memory. It's synonymous to me with storytelling, film. And there's a sense out there that we've moved away from film, that we're in digital now. And I think awards like this and awards ceremonies like this remind us, no, we're not. It's the peak era for film.
Why do you think that is it important especially for a director, to shoot on film and not just on digital?
Well, to me, there's something that film has about emotion. It just conveys the emotion behind the story so well in ways that it's very difficult to replicate on digital. There are some brilliant filmmakers working in the digital space, but they're slightly different instruments, and so this KODAK event is really exciting.
Do you think that if you, as a director shooting on film, it's a different message for the audience that if you would make the same movie in a digital form?
It's a really good question. I think so. My film, To Lesile, is very much about character and about an emotional journey that you go on with someone, and I honestly can't imagine it having made it on any other medium than film. Yeah.
What is the next project you're working on currently, or what is upcoming?
Well, I have some exciting things that I've been reading. There's a wonderful small movie based on a novel that I'm obsessed with trying to make, but you know what it's like. It takes 2-3 years to get anything going, so nothing tomorrow, but hopefully soon.
And today you are awarded, right? So you receive an award. What is it about? And of course, congratulations.
What is the award? The award I'm getting tonight, I'm thrilled and honored. I'm getting something called the First Feature Award because this was my first film, and so I'm being recognized for that by KODAK.
Well, congratulations again, and enjoy the party. Thank you.
My name is Chris Wairegi, and I'm here to represent 600 Black women. We're receiving the Vanguard Award tonight. So we are receiving the first ever Vanguard Award with KODAK tonight for 600 Black women. We are the 90 Black women and gender nonconforming members of IATSE Local 600. And we're working to better educate people about disparities in the industry and just empower ourselves and everyone else around us.
Do you think that is it more difficult to be a woman and actually a Black woman in the industry?
Do I think it's harder? I think I've been very fortunate. I've had fantastic experiences in the industry. I also think there are always hurdles, and I think that's something anyone can relate to. My hope is that those hurdles are the same for everyone and not different for any one person based on what they look like.
What is your upcoming project?
Oh, my next project? Ooh, I have to think about which one I want to talk about. I think I have a feature and a show in the works up and coming, as well as a commercial.
Well, thank you so much, and please share your social media with us.
Thank you.
Can you share your social media with us?
Oh, my social media. I am the Blackerberry Films on Instagram.
Thank you, and congratulations for the award.
Hey, my name is Damien D. Smith, and I am here to support KODAK Film. I'm an actor and director.
So what do you think? Why is it better, or maybe not better, but why is it more authentic to work on a film and not on digital format? Why you like it better, if you like it better?
Of course I like it better. That is every actor's dream to be portrayed on KODAK Film, and every director's dream really to really work on KODAK Film. It's the standard, and also it just looks good. It feels good. It's warm. It makes you pop out. It's what true storytelling really is.
Do you remember what was the first film what you shot on film and not on digital?
First film that I shot on film? Oh, well, we want to talk about that. We're working on it right now. It's our feature, Victory High. Yeah.
Okay, and because it's a fast carpet, what is an upcoming project? What you working on?
Well, upcoming projects I have right now is my documentary, Target St. Louis Volume 1, my docu-series, Detangling the South, and currently I'm on Snowfall.
Very good, and thank you so much, and please share your social media with us.
Social media, Damien D. Smith, Damien D. Smith on all platforms.
Thank you.
I just did a film that JT Mollner has directed, that he was a brilliant director, and I have high hopes for the film. It was an amazing experience, and it's called Strange Darling, and it should be amazing.
35 for 8mm.
Let's also go to the side.
I haven't shown Barbara the film yet because I want her to really like it. So she's going to see it before the public does, but she hasn't seen the cut yet. She will soon, and the movie should come out sometime next year, I think. And we shot on 35mm, and really, really excited about this movie.
Can you share something about the team and, a little bit more, maybe a log line about the movie?
Yes, so this, the log line is one day in the romantic life of a serial killer. And the one thing that we haven't really talked about is that Giovanni Ribisi, the actor, is the cinematographer of the movie and one of the producers. So
that is amazing.
It's a Miramax movie. It's Giovanni's first film as a DP. And we have Barbara Hershey and Ed Begley Jr. and Willa Fitzgerald and Kyle Gallner in the two leads.
I would like to ask you about that. What do you think about the technology? Because it changed a lot in the last few decades. So everybody is working on digital now, and we are in an award ceremony what is actually about the shooting on film. So could you share some opinion about that? What is the difference?
Well, the technology hasn't changed for me, because even though digital was available when I started to shoot, I only shoot film. So film is my paint, and if film goes away, I'll direct plays.
No.
So, I mean, yeah.
Nice conclusion.
So yeah. There's the technology is advanced for digital. It's good for sports and news and stuff like that. But for cinema, there's only one medium. It's celluloid.
Because it's art.
That's art. Yes.
Nice to meet you. My name is Jordan Belfi.
You are working as an actor.
I am an actor. A lot of various television shows and movies. But we were talking because I recently worked in Hungary, and it was one of the most special experiences I've had recently, shooting on location.
Can you share a little bit more about this? What was the project? What was the show?
Sure. The show was FBI International, which is a CBS show, a spin-off of the show FBI, and this is set in Hungary, in Budapest. And so I was there at the very beginning of the show, and I was shooting in Budapest to help launch this show. And I play this guy whose son is effectively kidnapped, and I go to get him back. So that's...
Well, it sounds very familiar, because I heard from a Hungarian friend of mine, Lily Borden, who is working as an American and a Hungarian actress, that she worked on the show. Do you know her?
Not only did I know her, she played my wife in the show.
Yes.
She is who takes our son to Budapest, and I go to get him back. But it's a I'd never been, and it is... I mean, everybody has a sense of this, but it is a remarkably beautiful city. I had an incredible time, and the people that I met were really special and warm and welcoming, and I just felt at home. And so I was there for a little less than a month, but it was a really special time. And I met, while I was out exploring the city, I made friends with some Hungarians who then invited me to a little town called Kismaros. And I went out there and I found myself swimming in the Danube underneath a castle and at a kind of rave party in the middle of the forest along the river. And I just thought, how did I end up here? But I just pulled this thread and I ended up having this experience of a lifetime.
Well, it sounds like you had a great time in Hungary. So are you planning to going back to a country?
I would go in a heartbeat. No immediate plans, but I hope I do have the opportunity soon because it was a special time.
What is the current project what you are working on?
I have a movie called Nefarious with Sean Patrick Flannery and myself that opens in theaters in 2 months. On April 14th actually, in theaters all across the country. It's a psychological thriller, kind of a sort of horror / psychological thriller, where it's really just a 2-character piece about a guy who's going to be executed that night, and the psychiatrist comes in and has to sign off that he's sane to stand execution, and he claims he's a demon. And the whole question of the movie is he insane or sane? Or maybe he's telling the truth. But it's a real thriller, and I think it's going to be great.
All sounds exciting. And in the end, please share your social media with us. Where can we find you in the internet?
I'm on Instagram. Instagram is at Jordan Belfi, and I'm on Facebook and Twitter as well. But Instagram is pretty much where I'm at.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Yes, Cameron Monaghan, that's me.
You were on the show on Shameless, right? So can you share some shooting experiences with us?
Can I share some experiences from Shameless? Oh, geez. 11 years is a long time to distill into a bite-sized sentence. I don't know. I think that I look back a lot of when I first started the show, I was 15, about to turn 16 years old.
Your first, right? Your real first show what you attended?
No, I've actually been working for 23 years or something like that. Yeah, but it was my first time working as a series regular on a show. Yeah, you know, that was kind of like the getting thrown in the deep end a little bit when it came to just like wild, out there stuff that we had to do. And I don't know, I just like look back at like, it opened up a lot of like conversations and a lot of interesting experiences with like the people that I worked with. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about who I am as an actor and performer. And yeah, I think it was a pretty amazing opportunity.
Yeah, so this is how we remember you, but a lot happened since that. So could you just highlight some of your career, some projects what you really like to work on?
A project that I have really liked to work on? I think, I don't know. I've been working on Star Wars stuff for the last couple of years. So we have a new game called Star Wars Jedi Survivor coming out. It's coming out in a couple months. It's very cool to be like in the Star Wars universe. And you know, on the way here, I drove by the first billboard that I'd seen of the game, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. That's me. You know, and you get like the action figures and that kind of stuff. It's like, that's very neat. Yeah, I'm working on producing a feature right now. I wrote a project and we're just kind of making some stuff. So hopefully it's gonna, I'll be able to talk about it more in the next few months.
And tonight we are here on an award show what is about actually shooting on films and not to use digital formats. So what is your idea about it?
How come you're not shooting on film? What are we doing here? We got to get the Super 8 camera out. You can just like dub it later.
Well, somebody said that it's good for news and good for, you know, coverage, but it's not good for art, like film art.
No, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. Yeah, no, I think it's really exciting. I think that there is a quality to film, that there's something about it that's just a little bit magical. I think that because it's precious, you know, every take counts, and it makes, there's an intensity to working with film that I think is really amazing. And I also just think that it looks beautiful. And you know, I'm very excited that not only has it continued to persist and persevere for the last decade, but it's actually becoming more popular again in the last few years. So it's really great to see, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more film and movies and TV shows shot on film.
Well, thank you so much, and in the end, please share your social media with us.
Oh, whatever. You know, you can Google and find something probably, or actually don't Google me. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's good, we're good.
Well, thank you. You are a very young actress, so you probably started to work on digital. Have you ever worked with in a movie what was shot on a film?
No, not yet, but I really, really want to. That's one of my goals. I love any type of film like that, but no, currently, I mean, I've only been in digital.
What is your upcoming project?
So I just filmed 2 indies. One of them is called The Last Straw. It's a horror slasher film. It's about a young girl in a diner that gets attacked, practically, and has to survive. And then the other one is called Singing in My Sleep, and it's basically a musically driven musical. And I get to sing and play guitar. It's like about an aspiring singer-songwriter and all of her many daddy issues.
Well, thank you so much, and please share your social media with us.
Yeah, it's Jessica Belkin on everything. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. So, we are tonight on an event what is actually about to shooting on films. What is your experience?
My experience with film? Oh, enormous. Absolutely gargantuan.
Shooting on films.
I've seen all of the films. No, I've got 0 experience with films. I'm a musician. But I've got a deep love affair with late 60s and early 70s cinematography, particularly in the glam era, when they were doing all that stuff with Rocky Horror Picture Show and the early precursors of glam music, which actually came from film. So in my own music videos, I love using film itself because it just gives it that quality. And there's a certain ability that film has to create mystery and tension. You never know how it's going to turn out. When you're shooting digitally, there's a lot of room for overanalyzing your work, you know? Something about the medium of film gives you the ability to just work freeform, get in the zone, you know?
So do you think that in music videos it also works better if you shot on films and not on digital format?
It depends on who you are and what you like and what you're into, you know? Far be it from me to judge any creative medium, but for me personally, it's about film.
Cool, and what is the current project what you are working on?
I'm just about to release my 3rd album on Warner Brothers. It's a concept record about a cult leader dreamed up in the late 60s in a sort of like retro-futuristic manner. He's a narcissist and uses ideals of libertarianism and proto-feminism to achieve his own seedy goals. Not that anyone will read into that, but it sort of helps me write the songs.
Cool, and please share your social media with us in the end.
It's Barns Courtney, BARNSCOURTNEY. Please follow me. I'm deeply insecure, and I need your follows to make me feel good about my life.